what was your overall impression of the offense today? It seemed like from our vantage point, maybe the first team offense got off to a little slow start and then picked it up through the course of the scrimmage.
Yeah, I mean, I think, there were some things we need to correct, some things we need to work on, but I think that's part of the process. That's part of the reason we're out there. I think, like you said, as it went on, as we got into some of the more played out situations, I thought we got into a rhythm and made some plays. So, that was encouraging. I think we'll continue to work through those things and continue to learn from them. And, I thought overall I was encouraged by, what we were able to do, able to move the ball down the field and execute. So, like any day at practice, like any, situation like that in camp, we're going to have opportunities to learn, and we're going to attack those opportunities.
Thanks.
Hey, Daniel, it's Tom.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
Good. How much freedom were you given today? Were you able to sort of run the entire playbook and the entire offense? I know you were doing certain down distance situations, but were you allowed to make checks and do all the things you would normally do in a game?
Well, obviously we weren't, game planning for our defense. We were kind of running the stuff we'd been working on and the stuff we've been installing and practicing. So, as far as that goes, we were running our stuff. Wasn't a game plan deal necessarily. So you get some plays that are, we maybe wouldn't carry into a game plan against, our defense. But overall, I think, we're running our stuff and just trying to get plays run, trying to execute, trying to, understand what we need to do in certain situations and have not to make a bad mistake sometimes when the look's not there. So overall, we were running our stuff and pretty much open to everything.
So this was really like the first time you got a chance to take this offense out for a spin, sort of, against the defense in those kind of game situations. How did it feel? Did it feel comfortable? Was everybody in sync?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said a second ago, I think, there's certainly things we got to continue to work on and iron out. But overall, I think guys were, were on it, knew where to go and what we were trying to do in certain situations. So, we got to continue to work on it, continue to improve and take this opportunity to learn from it. But, overall, I was, thought it was a good day and look forward to working on the stuff we got to clean up.
Thanks, Daniel.
Lombardo.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey,
good, man. How are you?
Doing good.
Just take me through the interception early, and then was there a moment in the scrimmage where you really felt like you started to settle down? Was there a throw where you felt like, okay, we can start to build some momentum off of this?
Yeah, I mean, just a poor decision there. We had a double move called and, a situation where I gotta be smart with the ball and take care of it, make sure we get points. So bad decision and something to learn from. I think, as we got going and as we kind of got into more of the played out situations where we were, moving the ball down the field and executing, kind of like a drive would in a game and kind of just playing the game. I thought we all settled in on offense and started to play a little better. So I don't know. I think that was part of just getting more comfortable out there. And I think we'll continue to get more and more comfortable as we get more reps on it.
Thanks.
Art.
Hey, Daniel. How's it going?
Good. How you doing, Art?
I'm doing all right. I'm just curious from the communication act, you guys winning live. How was that going in terms of Jason Garrett and the other coaches that you guys were working it in? I know Joe had said that was one of the biggest reasons why he wanted to kind of get you guys live as early as possible. How did you think that go, and what was the feel as the practice went on?
Your question is just about communication, Art? Sorry, breaking up.
Yeah, I get. Oh, I'm breaking up a little bit. Yes.
No, I got you. Yeah, I thought the communication was fine. I think communication I thought was fine. I think to be able to kind of simulate what you get in a game-like setting as far as, coach being off the field and using the radios in the helmet and that process and, communicating that line of scrimmage with everyone, making sure we're on the same page. I thought it was, good to get practice at that. And, obviously the things we've been repping since we've started camp. So, continue to make sure we're all on the same page with it. But I thought it went well today.
Pat Leonard.
Hey, Daniel, how you doing? Question about two guys you're playing with. Nick Gates as your center and, playing with a new center, a guy obviously, but at a different position. How is that chemistry there? And then also David Sills, a wide receiver, a guy you found a couple different times today who seems like he's factoring in.
Yeah, I think, both those guys have done a good job so far. And, like you said, Gates is someone who we've worked with a lot and I've enjoyed, working with. I think he's done a good job. Last year he's moved around a little bit position-wise and he's moved around a little bit this camp so far and like you said, playing a lot of center. So I thought he's done a good job. And, Sills as well. I think he's a guy out there that you can trust and a guy who's in the right spot a lot of the time and can get open and make plays. So, he's a good player and he's had a good camp so far.
I mean, is that a major transition having a new center, that different one than you had as a rookie?
I think we're all learning the system. I think, myself and Gates and the whole group. So kind of learning it together and putting it together, as a team, I think is kind of the process right now. So, it's been good and I've enjoyed working with him, enjoyed working with everyone on the O-line and, whoever we had in there.
Thanks.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel, there's obviously been a lot of focus this offseason on you having to learn a new system. I'm curious, when you're looking at the defense, I know you're just going against your own right now. Do you feel more comfortable, like what you're seeing, just the experience you got, last year seeing NFL defenses?
Yeah, I think so. I think, recognizing things quicker, having a better idea, pre-snap of what's going on, I think is, I felt more comfortable that way. And I continue to, got to continue to learn. And obviously it'll be different, as we get into the games every week, game planning for a new team, a new system. So, but yeah, as far as camp goes, I think I've, with, having last year and having some of the experience of, playing those games, I think, it's certainly been easier for me that way than it was at this time last year.
Nice.
We'll take two more, Jordan and Canavan. Jordan.
Hey, Daniel, what's going on?
Hey, Jordan, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm curious, what's it been like working with Jason Garrett?
I've enjoyed it. I think, I'm trying to do my best to learn the system, understand, what he wants and kind of the detail of what he wants us to execute and how he wants us, to see it as quarterback. So, he's an experienced guy who's had a lot of success in this league, as an offensive coordinator and obviously as a head coach. So I've enjoyed, learning from him and enjoyed learning this system and trying to do my best to execute it the way it's supposed to be done.
What's the biggest difference being coached by him personality-wise? Obviously, you have a new system and everything, and that's all new to you. But he's obviously a different personality than Pat, who was there last year coaching you. So I'm just curious, what does he bring to the table in that regard?
I think, it's a new system and it's a new, a lot of new things to learn that way. So, that's what I've been focused on is just trying to pick up the plays, the system, how he wants it to be run. And like I said, I've enjoyed working with him. I think, I think the detail to what he wants to be done, what he wants and how he wants it to be done, I think is something that, I'm continuing to focus on and try to learn from.
Last question here, Canavan.
Hey, Daniel, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Very good. In a normal year, after a week in pads, you'd probably think, let's go out, grab a pizza, watch a movie, have a few root beers. I mean, how is it different now, I mean, on your day off?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly different. I think, you know, I'd be lying if I told you it wasn't, you know, but in terms, you know, it's different for everybody, I guess, across the league, but also for, you know, for you and for everybody. I think, you know, we're all adjusting to, you know, these times. So the sacrifice of not being able to do some of those things is you know, worth it to us. And, you know, I think we're all doing the best we can to make sure we're observing the, you know, the precautions or the, you know, guidelines laid out by the league and by the Giants. So that's part of it. It is different, but, you know, I think as a team, as an organization, we're certainly willing and, you know, willing to do what we need to do to make sure we can play.
You just stay home and rest your body?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. I think making sure you're ready for the next week and take advantage of the time off.